Twin Cities Live. Jack Stahlmann is my co-host for the day, and you have very small rubber gloves on.
No, I have very large hands.
Okay, yes. There is a purpose to this because, you know, the beer in your fridge is not just for drinking. With Lent in full swing, you can use it to make a tasty beer-battered fish dish. I love a Friday fish fry.
I do too, and we have brought in an expert to show us how to make it with some local brews. Chef J.D. Fratsky, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice to see you, J.D.
Yeah.
He's ready to go. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing very well. Yourselves?
Great. Do you like this fish, this batter? It can be done very well, and it can also be done very badly, right?
Exactly, but you know, it's Minnesota. You have to learn how to make a beer battered fish. It's the law. So
we do have a lot of laws here.
We do, and that's, you know, it's the land of 10,000 fish fries. So there are a bunch of ways to do fish fries. There are many kinds of batters that can be used, many kinds of breading that can be used, but we're going to stick with a pretty traditional approach to it today, but we've done it 3 different ways.
I like this.
With 3 different Minnesota beers.
So this is cool because this one we're going to start with shrimp, so it's a little bit of a different twist on the fish fry. And what kind of beer are you using to batter the shrimp?
For the for this, we're going to use a little bit of Summit Saga, which is a nice IPA. My friend Mark Stuttrud at the Summit Brewery inspired this dish. He hangs out at our bar, so I decided to make a beer batter that we could name after him. So we had shrimp a la Stuttrud on the menu.
Cool.
Rolls off the tongue.
Indeed,
I like that.
But all we're going to do here is whenever you batter something, beer batter something, you always need a little bit of breading on top of it, you know, some kind of flour. I prefer to use cornstarch so that the batter has something to hold on to when you drop it in the oil.
Why do you like cornstarch better than flour?
I think it adds a little bit of crispness, and its flavor is a little more benign than flour is. It doesn't have quite that chalkiness.
Your hands have circulation with those gloves?
They're doing okay.
What's going on?
Yeah.
All
if I pass out, just go on without me.
Okay, so we're going to coat it in the cornstarch. Is this the right way?
That's it.
And you
just
don't
a little light
Is there a
probably
certain
want too
amount
much?
that,
Yep,
I think I
want something that the
overstarched.
batter's going to be able to hang on to.
And then tell us what's in this batter and how you mix this up, because sometimes you see it a little thicker than this.
Right, there are about 4 or 5 different spices in there, and one of the things I like about having a slightly lighter batter is the fact that it's going to absorb some of the flavor of not only the protein that you're using, but also the nice flavors of the oil as well, and give you that really, really great fish fry flavor.
So spices, like what spices?
We've got a little bit of cayenne in there. We've got some porcini powder, some salt, some white pepper. And so it's going to have a really, really nice, rich tang to it.
And then the beer?
The beer for this guy, like I said, is the IPA.
Okay, and then what else makes it liquidy?
Just beer, that's it. So you've got flour, you've got a little bit of cornstarch, and those spices.
Does this look good? Am I doing this right?
You are. Why don't you leave the shrimp on the spoon?
Oh, sure.
And that way you don't have to get your fingers too close to the batter.
Oh,
you can just drop it right in there.
Boy, what a gentleman JD is. This is great. Okay. And then what do you want to watch for? Because I know you don't want these to get like...
I lost one.
Oh, man.
There's another spoon over there. Jack, we got spoon on the side. You can use a spoon over there.
All right, spoon me.
Okay. What kind of oil are you frying it?
We're just going to use a straight up canola oil for this. You can use soybean oil for it.
Sure.
You know, if there are no allergies in your house, peanut oil is another great vehicle.
And then what are you looking for? Because I know
my hands are just going to stay hovering over here.
You don't want these to be overcooked, I'm assuming.
No. But what we're going to look for is a nice crust, a nice golden brown crust on one side to develop. You can see that's starting to happen already.
Yeah.
And we're going to let that fry for approximately 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, you flip it over, you give it another minute, it's done. It's ready to go.
Oh my gosh, this looks so... I need these gloves off because I want to try this. What do you serve this with?
We serve this with remoulade. Remoulade is a fancy French tartar sauce with capers, with shallots, chopped parsley, lemon juice. And then you make an egg-based aioli and you fold everything together in it. So like I said, you know, it's essentially fried shrimp with tartar sauce. You know, and over here we've got
you can take those off, Jack, if you want.
This is Lake Winnipeg, Lake Winnipeg whitefish and chips with a curry sauce. And over there in the far end with the Crispin cider, we made a walleye fritter.
Oh my God!
With an apple and red cabbage slaw.
I love that. And so, when you're strategizing the beer that you're going to make the batter with, like, what are you thinking in terms of what it goes with?
Well, you think about where the dish comes from. You think about what's going to work with it well. Shrimp are so naturally sweet. To add a beer that's a little bit bitter to your beer batter is going to help it out and balance it out. And then you have that really, really tangy remoulade, and those flavors are going to be even more delightful. But like I said, with the walleye, we want to serve that with... walleye is kind of a naturally benign flavor. I mean, that's why you always fry walleye. You want something that's got a lot of flavor to it. And so I added a little bit of the crispin cider to add some sweetness, and then we serve it with that acidic slaw.
But same basic idea, flour, some spices, the beer.
Yep.
And then you're dredging it in the cornstarch.
Yep, a little bit of cornstarch right in the batter, and you're good to go.
Now, once you get to eat this, do you usually pair it with the beer that you mix with?
Oh,
Is
exactly.
that usually a wise
that's
choice?
why, that's why most of my recipes are written for, like, say you have a 12-ounce bottle of beer. Most of my recipes are written for, like, 5 or 6 ounces, so you get to drink the rest.
Okay.
You're so smart.
Plus another one, maybe, if you're
exactly.
Okay, that's so good.
Thank you very much.
Good. And the
I
batter,
appreciate it.
Dig it.
You know what I love about the batter is that I think because you have the beer in it and you have the spices, it tastes like that's adding flavor, not just just a bready, greasy coating. It's super flavorful.
Exactly. You want something that's going to accentuate the protein you're using to fry.
And really light. JD, great job.
Thank you so very much.
Awesome.
You guys did a great job. Look what you did.
Thank you.
So proud of you.
It was those tight rubber gloves that really helped us. We have all these recipes on our website. Just go to TwinCitiesLive.com and click on food. And if you want to try some of JD's cooking for yourself, he is the executive chef at the Strip Club Meat and Fish. It's right in St. Paul. You can go see him, and of course, he'll maybe do that when you walk in the door.
Yeah, some of the best views of St. Paul too.
Yeah, it's a great spot.
The whole skyline's available from our restaurant.
Nice to see you, buddy. See you soon.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, still to come, we talk about Lincoln star Sally Field's osteoporosis in an Oscar edition of Doc Hollywood.
And I'm ready to change up my footwear and hopefully stay upright for a lesson from the pros from Buckets and Tap Shoes.
Coming up.